Darcey and her sister Stacey are some of the most successful personalities to come out of 90 Day Fiancé. While their paths to finding true love have been dramatic and sometimes very tough, what actually made them conquer the hearts of their audiences were their personalities and unrelenting positive attitudes. Considering how charming the Silva twins are, it's unsurprising that they eventually got their own show, letting their audience into more of their personal lives beyond their romances. Seeing so much of them on TV has made it impossible not to notice the changes they've been through, especially in the case of Darcey, whose intense physical transformation has been worrying to her fans nonstop for a couple of years now. So what's going on with Darcey? How many surgical procedures has she had? And why does she do it? How did she look before her transformation started? Keep watching to find out. The first time that 90 Day Fiancé audiences caught sight of Darcey Silva was in 2017, when she starred in the spin-off Before the 90 Days. Besides focusing on Darcey's relationship with her then long-distance boyfriend Jesse Meester, and her too-good-to-be-true romantic expectations, Darcey was known for her long brunette hair and seemingly natural good looks. Though it was evident that Darcey already took care of her appearance, her fashion and makeup choices were toned down back then. It's unclear whether Darcey had any intention of undergoing drastic cosmetic surgeries at the time, but the first signs that she was looking for a change became evident when she and her twin Stacey started sporting similar looks, before their debut in the sideshow Pillow Talk in 2019. By then, Darcey and her sister had adopted blonde, wavy hairstyles and surprised their followers with their leveled-up wardrobe. Also in that year, Darcey started dating the then Britain-based Tom Brooks and openly expressed her desire to change her appearance before their first meeting. After that, it didn't take her long before having under-eye fillers and other minor procedures alongside her sister. By the time Darcey and Stacey premiered in 2020, the twins were already sporting very different looks than they did in their 2017 90 Day Fiancé debuts. As Darcey confessed to Entertainment Weekly at the time, she felt happy at where she was in life, and couldn't help but be excited about what the future had in store for her, especially considering that her love path hadn't been an easy one until then, with her last split from Tom Brooks still fresh in her mind. As seen in the first 2 seasons of Darcey and Stacey in 2020, both twins were already quite open about changing their appearances. They had gone past the stage of wanting just minor procedures to undergo nose jobs and getting tummy tucks, eventually traveling to Turkey in 2021 to lift parts of their bodies, including their butts. That made it evident that they were undergoing the same procedures to prevent losing their resemblance to each other. Darcey's physique wasn't the only thing about her that was changing then, as by the time she traveled to Turkey, she was facing some tough problems with her then-boyfriend Georgi Rusev, with whom she had been in an off-and-on relationship since 2020. In 2022, Darcey and her twin underwent a fox eye procedure, successfully elongating their eyes and lifting their eyebrows with it. The pair proudly showed their new facial features on their social media, though worried comments about the increasing frequency with which the sisters were permanently changing their appearances were soon to come their way. Regardless of the criticism, Darcey and her sister had many other plans when it came to further cosmetic procedures. According to a 2023 report, the more evident procedures the twins had undertaken until that point included lateral blepharoplasty and chin liposuctions, on top of having their necks lifted and fixing some details of their previous rhinoplasties. In March of that year, an episode of Darcey and Stacey revealed that the twins had recently received O-shots treatments aimed at improving their sex lives, and not long after that, the twins affirmed that they wanted to get rid of their lip fillers, but were often receiving Botox shots. The comments on Darcey's Instagram posts addressed not only her physical changes, but also her insistence on using picture filters. One of the first times that the Silva twins opened up about wanting to undergo physical changes was during an interview with Entertainment Tonight in 2020. At the time, they described their fondness for cosmetic procedures as mommy makeovers to maintain what they had. According to Darcey, neither she nor her sister pretended to be someone else with their changes, as their goals were to maintain their youth, given how they've been through numerous losses and weight gains for years. She also affirmed that their petite height played a huge factor in their decision to get tummy tucks, a procedure which she affirmed made her feel lighter. The interest in the twins' cosmetic choices increased as they traveled to Turkey in 2021 to have other procedures done. That year, they spoke again to Entertainment Tonight, with Darcey affirming that they wanted everything lifted on their bodies and felt that their trip had helped her and Stacey bond even more, on top of feeling freed and rebirthed. Back then, Darcey said that she was aware that people would criticize her choices, yet defended her and Stacey's position by affirming their surgeries were done out of love for themselves. According to In Touch Weekly, by early 2023, Darcey and Stacey had spent around $20,000 on cosmetic procedures. Other sources have been more detailed and generous about the twins' spending habits, calculating close to $8,000 on their breast implants and butt lifts. Another $8,000 for liposuction procedures, which added to the estimate without their counting their veneers, which cost them approximately $6,000. These numbers could be considered separately, as the twins have insisted on having every procedure done at the same time. All in all, Darcey and her sister's transformations have been controversial and deeply dissected by the media and their followers. Yet there's no forgetting that they've consciously undergone all those procedures. Whether they'll pursue more physical changes is yet to be seen.
Thank you for spending some time with us. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpicked these videos, which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on social media or ask a question in the comments below. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you back tomorrow.